I'm Carrie with customer service, and we get a lot of phone calls for people just starting out. And so here's our top 5 tips to get you started with seed starting. Mistake number 1, overwatering. Beginners assume that more water equals healthier plants. Some signs of overwatering is fungus gnats, soggy soil, and yellowing leaves. If you're using sticky traps to monitor your pest and it starts to look like this, you're probably watering too much. If you've got excess water like this, you're probably watering too much. Mistake number 2, planting in the wrong spot. Misjudging sunlight or not reading about the plant's needs means you could be putting them in the wrong spot. Observe your space for a few days to map sunny and shady areas, and note that that may change throughout the season. Most veggies need at least 6 hours of sunlight, while some herbs and flowers prefer shade. Mistake number 3, ignoring soil quality. Poor soil can stunt growth even if you do everything else right. So test your soil's pH and nutrient levels with an at-home kit or send it off to the lab. Add compost and other organic material to improve soil drainage and fertility. Avoid using regular dirt from your yard as it's often too compact. Mistake number 4, starting too big. What happens is your plants get too big and maintenance becomes a chore. And when big chores happen, plants become neglected. Excitement leads to more plants than you can handle. Our advice is to start with 3 to 4 plants or easy varieties such as radish, lettuce, or marigolds. Try to master caring for a few plants before you begin to expand your garden. Focus on quality versus quantity and a few healthy plants versus a lot of neglected ones. Mistake number 5, neglecting research. Plants fail because you don't know their needs. Beginners just assume that all plants need the same care and can grow anywhere. So before you start, check out each plant growth habits, water, light, and spacing needs. Use reputable sources like university extension office websites and reputable gardening books. And remember, Bootstrap Farmer has lots of resources in our growing guides. As you garden, take notes for future seasons. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, just use the Notes app on your phone. Learn what your growing zone is and make note of what others are growing around you. Embrace seasonal growing by growing the right crops at the right time of the year. And for a little bonus, let's talk about starting seeds too early. It's easy to get excited when you see people starting seeds on YouTube and other social media platforms. Oftentimes, you're seeing content early to give you time to get your materials in place. If you want to get started early on your seed starting, you can use our air prune trays, such as these 6 cells or the 72 cell trays, to give your plants a little bit more time to grow. You could also up-pot your plants, so that gives them a little bit more time indoors. You're controlling that and getting bigger plants to go into the garden. And while you're waiting for warmer weather, you can always experiment with microgreens as well. You can also plant long season crops, such as onions, that take longer to grow from seed, and then you can get them out into your garden early. So again, overwatering and planting in the wrong spot, ignoring your soil quality, planting too much too early, and skipping your research are all things that can be avoided. Feel free to ask questions and share your own stories in the comments below. That way we can all learn together. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell for more gardening tips. Just remember, gardening is a journey and mistakes happen, but now you've got the tools to avoid the big ones. Happy planting, and we'll see you in the next video.